Hi everyone, it's me, Tim. Today I want to tell you the story of raising Cain, or how I went from being a baby to the gorgeous super hunk you see before you today. Hold all comments till the end. I see you leaning forward, wanting to type. Just stop. Okay. I've mentioned that I have thousands of family photos digitized. On more than one occasion, someone in my family has contacted me and said, "Hey, can you send me all the pictures of Grandma Cain, or can you send me all the pictures of this cousin?" And I've gone through thousands of photos looking for the ones with those people in them. So eventually one day I realized that storage of these photos was tiny. They're digitized photos that are often, tiny little, snapshots. So what I did was I made folders for all of my siblings, for my parents, for my grandparents, for cousins, and for any photo, I would make as many copies of it as there were people in the photo. And then I put those photos into all the folders for those people. So whenever anyone asks me, "Hey, can you show me pictures of your sister?" I have all of them in there, right there. These are all the photos I have. Because of that, I took my own photos, and because I knew what age I was in them, I made them chronological. How lucky for you. Because now I'm going to show you pictures of me from my pupil beginnings of age 0 all the way up to when I graduated from high school. And you can see where I came from. There aren't a lot of photos, by the way, of me by myself. There are a few here and there, especially school photos. But back then, I think because film was expensive and I was one of 5 kids, there wasn't a whole lot of you. There was a lot of us. So you're going to see pictures of other people in a lot of these photos. So I will explain them. So let's start at year 0. This is me lying in bed with my brother Greg. I'm the one on the right. Yes, I'm only a few months old and my head is enormous. My small, diminutive mother gave birth to 5 large-headed children. You can feel sad for her now. In the next photo, this is still year 0. I think that the first one was 6 months. I think this is 8 months. That's me on my brother's shoulder. That's Jeff. He's 12 years older than me. And you can see my head is already enormous for an 8-month-old child. The last photo I have of me in year 0 is this one of the whole family. This is us up in New Jersey visiting relatives. I think my dad's brother and his family. So that's all of us. A couple things to note. My head continues to be enormous. If you look at my brother Greg, who's the little guy standing in front, he's not smiling. You won't find a picture of Greg smiling. Greg doesn't smile. He doesn't smile very much, and he never smiles in photographs. So get used to him. You're going to be seeing him later, once in a cute little bow tie. So let's jump to year 1. This is a rare photo of me all by myself. Just standing in the backyard. That's our backyard that I grew up in. I grew up in the same house. We moved in when I was 2 months old. There I am. So it's a year after we moved in. I'm adorable. You'll notice, by the way, I have blonde hair. I had blonde hair up until I was about 13 or 14 years old. My mom loved it. She called me her little blondie. I have a sister with red hair. And then everybody else in the family, including my parents, had brown hair. So my sister Cheryl and I kind of stuck out because we looked like each other, and she had red hair and I had blonde and everybody else was a brunette. In fact, here's a picture taken. I'm still year 1, and that's Greg in the little bow tie. I guess he would be 3. He might be 4. That's a rare photo of my sister Dina in a dress. You won't see that again. And that's Cheryl kind of holding me up. I'm not sure who's taking the picture. It might be Jeff, my brother. It might be one of my parents. I think I'm almost 2 here because my next photo, when I am 2, this is a picture of my dad and I at the Oxen Hill Children's Farm. And I don't remember this photo being taken, but here we are a few months later. That was in the winter. Here we are a few months later in late spring, early summer, on my Uncle Bud's boat, and that's my dad holding me. And I remember this photo being taken. I remember I told my mom once years later, I'm like, "Oh yeah, you took that photo. You were standing on the dock and you took that photo." I was right. And she goes, I can't believe you remember that. And I'm like, I remember Dad picking me up and you telling me to look at you. The next photo is me at age 3. That's me on the left with the blonde hair. That's my brother Greg. That's the closest you'll probably get to a smile out of Greg. Also, I don't know what happened to the knees of his clothes in this photo. He must have, I don't know, he had a blowout. That's taken in the winter because of our coats. And then spring, summer, here we are again. And we're holding our bantam chickens that I mentioned in the pet video, that we had chickens. They were fighting. It was a fighting rooster and a hen. But we raised them from when they're little. They were very docile with us. We'd run around with them. We'd sit with them on our laps, and they were very cool. And then here's a picture of me at age 4. That's my grandfather, my paternal grandfather. I think he's explaining baseball to me. This may have been the origin of my fascination with toss ball. And then the other photo I have from that year, this is my mom with her grandmother. And I'm photobombing in from the left. I don't think I was supposed to be in this photo, but I was precocious and I invented photobombing at an early age. Now here's a picture of me year 5. I know I'm 5 because this is me checking in to kindergarten. And I'm super frowny because I thought my mom would just take me to school and drop me off, but she came in with me, and I'm like, I know she didn't do that with the other kids, and I just wanted her to go home. I wanted to be in school. I was so excited to be in school. I loved school. That lasted for many years. I have another picture of me at year 5. This is me in my dad's office. I remember it being taken, and I remember that chair, and my dad's desk is over to one side, but I forget who took it, but somebody leaned over and took a picture of me because I was being good. I was being well behaved. Here I am at year 6. This is a school photo. This would be first grade. Still got the blonde hair. Got a really cool button-up shirt, which I made sure to button up all the way. The other picture I have from year 6 is this one. Why am I wearing a sweater with a tiger on it? Because my sister, Cheryl, was captain of the cheerleaders, and they wanted a mascot. So she convinced me to wear this sweater with the school tiger logo on it, and I would have to go to football games and go out on the field with the cheerleaders and follow them around. I didn't have to do any of the jumps, or I didn't even have pom-poms. I was there to just be cute, which I believe I did. The next few years, I only have one photo of me, the school photos. There's literally, in my entire collection, not a single photo of me, single or group, in these years. So here's my year 7 school photo. I'm in a little vest. I'm in a little velvet vest. Then my year 8 photo, where you can see that the 70s have gone into full swing here, and I'm in this floral monstrosity of a shirt that I believe has a zipper pull. Oh no, that's the next one. Year 9. By the way, I don't know what's going on with my hair. I think they just put a bowl on my head and cut it. My year 9 one, not only is that a crazy patterned shirt, it had a metal zipper with a big metal ring, and you zipped it up. Weird. Year 10, I found the origin of my love of baking. This is me making something, wearing my favorite shirt that year, my Jaws shark shirt. And then the next photo is later on in that summer. This is when we got our horse Bruce at a campground. We bought him from the people who rented out horses so you could take them along hiking trails. This is me year 11. This is the only photo of me year 11. I'm dancing. I don't know why I'm dancing. I'm not a good dancer. I wasn't then. I'm not now. The dog that you can see in the bottom left is thoroughly unimpressed. That's Missy, our poodle. She didn't get out of the way. She knew the kids were always jumping around doing weird stuff. She just fell asleep. Next photo is me, age 12. I had just gotten glasses. They're 9 times bigger than they need to be, but aviator glasses were cool. I still have the bowl haircut, but you can see that my hair is starting to get darker. I'm going from being blonde to being sort of a bronze color. I don't quite understand what was going on there. That lasted for a few more years. In fact, here's me that summer in a rowboat at a campground with my cousin Matthew. I don't know why we're not in the water. I think we're just practicing. The next year, age 13, still got the big old glasses, still got the bronze hair, but I've now learned how to part it, which is an advancement. And that's the only picture of me at age 13. So let's go to 14. Bam! Like a light switch, I'm brunette. My hair used to get a little darker in the winter and then lighter in the summer. After I was age 13, it stopped happening. I got very dark brown and pretty much stayed that way. The next year, this is my next school photo at age 15. You can see my hair looks a little lighter. I think it was just the lighting in the school photo. Although later on when I grew a beard, I did have a little bit of red in it. So I wonder if that was just a little bit of red coming out. I looked a little more like my sister, and then it went away. The only other picture of me at age 15 is this one, where I'm not sure if my mom was trying to take a picture of me. I think she was trying to take a picture of these bunk beds that a family friend made. I got a set, my brother got a set, and they were awesome. But we lived in separate rooms, so one of the beds didn't get used. I think it was storage, or sometimes I'd go up there and read or something. The next picture is age 16. Again, this is the only photo I have, a school photo. I couldn't find any other photos of myself at age 16. I still got the same big old glasses, but luckily my head's getting bigger and I'm growing into them. And then the final year, because I said I was going to go through graduation. I graduated high school at 17. Here's my graduation photo. Back to super dark hair. Looking pretty slick in that coat and tie. Big old glasses. And then the final picture, this is me at my high school graduation. I was the salutatorian, so I got to say the farewell speech. I don't remember what I said other than it had to do with like ice cream, and there's a lot of flavors, and you got to try them all, and there's definitely a flavor out there for you. So I don't really know what I was trying to say. Anyway, that was a fun Friday video. I hope you saw the evolution of me from my little larval form to leaving high school. And that is raising Cain.